Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and students. Welcome to Coachella Valley High School, home of the mighty Arabs. My name is Socorro Sanchez, and it is an honor to stand before you today as we gather for this momentous occasion where we will celebrate the outstanding accomplishments of one of our alumni. As a high school principal, I am reminded daily of the importance of nurturing future leaders who will shape our world. Today, we come together to celebrate the invaluable role that education plays in fostering informed and engaged citizens. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge our Coachella Valley Unified School District Executive Cabinet and Board of Trustees. Thank you for joining us today. Next, I'd like to ask that you please stand up for the presentation of colors led by the American Legion, Post 739, directed by Captain Stephen Wagner. Please present the colors. I'd like to welcome, mighty Arab student Miguel Gonzalez, who will lead us through the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And as we recognize the liberties given to us in this country, let us also acknowledge the genocide happening in Palestine. Ceasefire, free Palestine.
Thank you, Miguel. Next, please welcome mighty Arab student Jose Martinez, who will be singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Free Palestine.
Thank you, Jose. Captain Wagoner, please post the colors. Thank you. You may be seated. Please welcome Coachella Valley Unified Superintendent, Dr. Luis Valentino.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, esteemed high school students, dedicated teachers and administrators, district leaders, distinguished guests, the Honorable Dr. Raul Ruiz, United States Congressman from California, 25th Congressional District, and the Honorable Alejandro Mayorkas, United States Secretary of Homeland Security. I am profoundly honored to stand here before you today as we celebrate a remarkable individual, Congressman Dr. Raul Ruiz. This gathering recognizes his extraordinary contributions to society and embodies the spirit of America, a country founded and continually enriched by immigrants. We are a country of immigrants. Many of us, or members of our families, have immigrated to this nation, living out our lives in the service of others. This ethos of service and sacrifice is exemplified in the journey and achievements of Congressman Ruiz. Born to farm worker parents, Congressman Ruiz rose from humble beginnings in the Coachella Valley. His story is a testament to the American dream, where determination, education, and hard work can lead to extraordinary success. As a first-generation college student, he attended schools in the Coachella Valley, graduated from Coachella Valley High School, and earned 3 degrees, which speaks volumes to his dedication to scholarship and lifelong learning. But what truly sets Congressman Ruiz apart is his unwavering commitment to giving back to his community. After completing his education, he returned to the Coachella Valley as an emergency room physician, providing critical health care services to underserved populations. His commitment to health care and public service propelled him into the political arena, where he has been a strong advocate for health care reform, social justice, and immigrants' rights. Congressman Ruiz's journey is a shining example of how immigrants enrich our nation, bringing unique perspectives, skills, and a deep-seated desire to contribute to the greater good. His story reminds us that our diversity is our strength, and that each of us, regardless of our backgrounds or our humble beginnings, has the potential to make a significant difference. Today, as we celebrate Congressman Dr. Raul Ruiz for his achievements, we reaffirm our own commitment to the values of inclusivity, compassion, and service that define America. His legacy is a beacon of hope and inspiration, particularly to our students, showing that one can overcome incredible obstacles with passion and perseverance and serve their country with distinction. Let us all draw inspiration from Congressman Ruiz's journey and commit ourselves to building a more inclusive, just, and compassionate society. Congratulations, Congressman Ruiz, and thank you for your exemplary service to this community, the region, and the nation. And now, please join me in welcoming Ms. Rosa Lucas, co-founder of Volunteers in Medicine, Coachella Valley.
Thank you, and thank you, CV High and the school district for organizing this fabulous event. I've known Congressman Dr. Raul Ruiz, I'm just going to call him Raul from the rest of this, since he was an undergraduate. And for those of you who've been around a long time, we met when he was hired to work for the summer at El Progreso Clinic. So you know how long ago that was, many years. And then we worked together when he was a medical student, and I taught him how to do well child exam at Santa Rosa del Valle. So, and the baby who I was teaching him on was a male and did pee right in his head. So, So anyway, we've had some great experiences, but I do want to talk about his devotion to the community and the work that we've done, and really not only the work we've done as medical professionals. I'm a family nurse practitioner. He's an MD. But that we've done community organizing, and that is what has led to him organizing a whole congressional district, but also Coachella Valley Volunteers in Medicine, which is the only free clinic in the Coachella Valley. It's on 48th and Jackson, and it doesn't matter if people are documented or not, as long as they have no insurance or their insurance has such high deductibles that they can't even afford to access their insurance. We worked from, it's over 15 years ago when we started talking about this. He was there at the very, very beginning of our discussions with Dr. Ron Hare and others to make this clinic come to fruition, and we have seen literally tens of thousands of patients, and he has been there from the very start. I can't say enough for his support, and I want to move on to during the COVID epidemic or pandemic, when we worked together, especially in Mecca, where the positivity rate was like 88%. And we did education in the fields, going out to the farm workers, going out to their homes and to the trailer parks to talk about how difficult it was for them to isolate. For those people who live like in homes that have 2 or 3 bathrooms and 2 or 3 bedrooms, but living in a trailer with somebody who's got COVID, you just can't say, you use that bathroom and we'll bring you your food and you stay in that bedroom. It just doesn't work that way. So all the education we did, and then all of the afterwards when we had them, immunizations, and we organized so many, literally thousands of people that we gave immunizations to. But I want to say, for those of you in the second row and the third row, that none of this could have gone on without you community workers, the promotoras, organizing these events for us. Gracias del corazón a las promotoras. Okay. This work goes on. I'm so happy that Raul is finally getting an award that's meaningful and that he's accepting. He's awarded so many of us with honors. And finally, it's your turn. And Secretary Mayorkas, what a great choice you made. Thank you. And thank you, Raul. Thank you, Raul, for continuing to love us and represent us. I know you do, and you know I love you too. Besos.
The video that you are about to watch encapsulates the commitment that Congressman Raul Ruiz has as he continues to mentor others. This special video was put together by some of his mentees. Enjoy.
Esteban, and I'm currently a junior at Harvard University. My name is Elizabeth Esteban, and I want to congratulate Dr. Ruiz on being honored with the Outstanding Americans by Choice Recognition. Such an inspiration to me since middle school. You have been such an inspiration to me since middle school, and ultimately seeing firsthand your commitment to serving people, and ultimately have taught me the true meaning you care about your constituents. Have taught me the true meaning of being a public servant. For the past 4 years, you have guided and supported me throughout my college journey. Thank you so much for everything, and congratulations.
Hello, my name is Josue Leiva. I am an internal medicine resident at the University of Texas Health Science Center at San Antonio. I would like to congratulate Dr. Ruiz on receiving the Outstanding Americans by Choice recognition. Dr. Ruiz, you have been my mentor over 10 years. Your passion for community service and advocacy, as well as your dedication for a more equitable health and political system, inspires me to live my dream and be a physician advocate in my community. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Bella Mazet, and I'm currently in the last week of my dream internship where I get to work with stakeholders in their communities in forwarding policy that will help them. I would like to congratulate Dr. Ruiz on being honored with the Outstanding American by Choice recognition. You've been my mentor for now over 6 years, and I would not be at the point in my career that I am today and be so close to accomplishing my dreams of being able to give back to the communities that have given me everything without you. So congratulations.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kwa Win. I'm a family medicine physician here in the Inland Empire. I want to say congratulations to Dr. Ruiz for your award. You've been my mentor for almost 15 years now. I wouldn't be here without your support, without Monica's support. So congratulations, and let's get back to work, my friend.
Hello, my name is Juan Lopez. I'm currently a police officer with the U.S. Capitol Police. I want to congratulate Dr. Ruiz for being honored with this great recognition. I've known Congressman Ruiz for about 15 years now and have been his mentor for that entire time. Back when I was a kid at Coachella Valley High School, he took me under his wing and he's supported me in every different thing I've wanted to undertake, every endeavor, every journey that I've taken in my life.
Hello. My name is Juan Vasquez. I'm a third-year emergency medicine resident at NYU Bellevue in New York City, New York. Today I want to congratulate Dr. Ruiz on being honored with the Outstanding Americans by Choice recognition. Dr. Ruiz, I've known you for over 13 years, and ever since, your support has been instrumental in shaping my journey. I'm grateful for your continued guidance and for helping me achieve my dream of being able to provide life-saving care to others as an emergency medicine physician.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maria Macias. I am a family medicine resident at Loma Linda University Health. I want to congratulate Dr. Ruiz on receiving the Outstanding American by Choice. Can't think of anyone better. He's a pillar of our community. He has been my mentor for over 15 years. And as a fellow Latinx person in medicine, there's not that many of us. I am proud to follow his footsteps and to have been taught by him. I look forward to see what else he can accomplish. Felicidades.
That was amazing. What a legacy. It is my distinct privilege to extend a warm welcome to the esteemed Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, whose dedication to preserving our safety is a testament to the unwavering service to our country.
Good morning. I think the video we just saw says it all, but I'll add a few more thoughts. And so very much appreciate the opportunity to be hosted in this place of education where futures are built. Nearly 60 years ago, during a moment of extraordinary national tension regarding America's immigration system, Robert Kennedy, then the Attorney General of the United States, appeared in front of the U.S. Senate to advocate on behalf of President Johnson's immigration reform bill. At the end of his testimony, he urged the country to, quote, recognize that our investment in new citizens will be repaid thousands of times over. Congressman Raul Ruiz is the only person I know to have tested that theory in a literal sense. When the congressman was 17 years old, a student here at Coachella Valley High School, he had the opportunity, but not the means, to attend UCLA. So he bought himself an itchy blue suit that was 2 sizes too big, spit-shined his shoes, borrowed a briefcase, and proceeded to go door to door and small business by small business through his Coachella neighborhood. He had drawn up a contract on his family's manual typewriter and, offering it to his neighbors, invited them to invest what they could in him and in themselves. In exchange for their financial support, his contract provided, he would earn his medical degree and return to Coachella to serve as a doctor to a region that, at that time, had just 1 doctor for every 9,000 residents. It is a testament to the congressman's talent and determination that this pitch worked. With $2,000 worth of pledges in support from his neighbors in his back pocket, Congressman Ruiz not only made it to UCLA, but graduated near the top of his class, and from there to Harvard University, where he became the first Latino to receive 3 graduate degrees, including his promised medical degree. Despite the doors that 3 Harvard degrees opened, Dr. Raul Ruiz, Doctor of Medicine, Master of Public Policy, Master of Public Health, fulfilled the terms of his contract. He came home to his neighbors and his community in Coachella. He served in the emergency department at the nonprofit Eisenhower Medical Center, taking care of anyone with a life-threatening illness or severe medical emergency, regardless of their ability to pay, their background, or where they came from. He founded the Coachella Valley Healthcare Initiative and opened a free primary care clinic. He started a pre-med mentorship program, Future Physician Leaders, for other aspiring doctors intent on practicing in their underserved home communities. Coachella's investment in Dr. Ruiz and in themselves bore fruit. All that, and he still found time to answer when called to serve far beyond his own community, including when he flew to Haiti in the immediate aftermath of the 2010 earthquake there to serve as the medical director for the Jenkins Penn Haitian Relief Organization. Years later, when he ran for office, the parties and the pundits called Dr. Ruiz virtually unknown in the district. How wrong they were. Even if theirs was not a door Dr. Ruiz had been knocking on since he was 17 years old, and even if they had not been one of the countless individuals without hope or health insurance who had been directly cared for by Dr. Ruiz, the people of Coachella knew him. They knew, as he himself did, and as I too can attest, what it means to be brought to this country at a young age, in his case from Mexico following a family tragedy, in mine from Cuba after a communist takeover. They knew, as Dr. Ruiz did, what it meant to grow up instilled with a sense of both the fragility of life and the preciousness of opportunity. They knew, as Dr. Ruiz did, the driving weight of the responsibility to not take that opportunity for granted, to make oneself better today than yesterday, to make ourselves better tomorrow than we are today. They knew what it meant to watch a parent work the farms, toiling and sacrificing every day under the brutal desert sun to ensure that their children were afforded that opportunity. Dr. Ruiz, of course, knew that as well, having been raised by Gilbert and Blanca. Congressman Ruiz's mother, Blanca, is here with us today. At this time, I would ask Blanca to join me on stage to be recognized. Then, as now, the people of Coachella, this community of Latinos, immigrants, hard workers, and dreamers, know Dr. Raul Ruiz, his story, his values, and what he represents. For 50 years, this community has invested in him figuratively and literally. And as Robert Kennedy promised, you have been repaid thousands of times over. In the same way, our country too has been richer for his presence and for his service. He brought steady, impactful leadership to the Select Subcommittee on the coronavirus pandemic. He supported and recruited the next generation of Latino public servants through his leadership of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. He expanded access to critical care services through his leadership on the PACT Act, helping to end the use of burn pits and ensure those in uniform receive the benefits and care they have earned and deserved. He has done all of this and much more while continuing to volunteer his medical service, delivering care to the underserved and uninsured across our country. He has made his family proud, Blanca and Gilbert, Monica, Sky, and Sage, Robin, Star, and River, his community, his state of California, and his country, the United States of America. One of my great privileges as a Secretary of Homeland Security is to recognize a select group of immigrant citizens who, through their decades of service, civic participation, professional achievement, and responsible citizenship exemplify the very best of the United States. It is a standard of excellence that Congressman Raul Ruiz, medical doctor, has met. It is my honor, it is my tremendous honor to present the 2023 Department of Homeland Security Outstanding American Choice Award to Coachella, California's Raul Ruiz.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that's here. It is such an honor. Principal Socorro, Superintendent Valentino, Dr. Valentino, Rosa Lucas, my dear friend who's with me in the trenches, to all the students and the faculty and staff, and to my good friends and the promotoras, quienes están aquí conmigo en este evento, quienes están conmigo en la comunidad sirviendo, quienes están conmigo en cualquier paso donde estamos sirviendo juntos. Muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. And today at CV High School, we made history for two reasons. One is the first time ever a cabinet member of the President of the United States visits our school here in the desert. And I want to thank Secretary Mayorkas for his hard work. It's not easy work. It's hard work, and he's doing it well, and he's here with all of us, which is just a testament of the man he is. The second reason why we're making history today is because we have esteemed guests from Indio High School in the Coachella High School auditorium, and it's all good. Let's welcome our friends. That makes me happy. And of course, my mother, Blanca, gracias, Mom, por todo. Como las madres de todos aquí, ha sacrificado mucho, mucho, con sufrimiento, pero también con esperanza y sueño. Y espero que este es un regalo para ti. Gracias. My brother Robin, my older brother Robin, who's about 4 feet taller than me, who taught me how to be tough. When we wrestled and fought, I knew how to take a punch because of him. And my younger sister Star, who always kept me on my toes. I love you both. Thank you for being here. And my wife Monica, who is a fighter in her own right, literally, 5-time world champion black belt karate in the men's league. So, needless to say, I've learned how to run really fast. And my adorable daughters, the dynamic duo, the Desert Darlings, Sage and Sky, you owe my heart. Love you for being here and supporting Dada. So, like, why is this so meaningful to me today? I mean, I teared up as you probably heard Claudia Galvez and my wife scream every time one of the mentees came on video. And the reason is because Monica and I, we see them as our children. Like, we've been mentoring them, helping them. One of them we even brought into my home, and I gave him like practically my entire wardrobe because he couldn't afford it. and he was going to need some clothes to go to college, and I basically gave him all my clothes to do that. Just the way Mr. Barbosa, a high school counselor of mine here at CV High School, when I couldn't afford to pay for my college applications, he paid for it. The reason why it is so special to me is because the love for America that we all have, because America is an idea. America is not a color of skin, it's not the color of eyes, it's not the language you speak. It is an idea. And we subscribe to that idea, the idea of freedom, not just from a government that's oppressive, but it's also the idea of freedom from poverty, freedom from discrimination. That is the idea that we so love about this country, our country. America is an idea of opportunity. Where else can son of farm workers, immigrant, live in a trailer the first few years of life, older brother, the first to graduate from high school in our whole family, be able to get a good education, come back and serve, not just as a physician graduate from Harvard Medical School, but also as a congressman in the United States House of Representatives. And every day I walk from my office or from the Capitol and I look back and I see that beautiful lit dome of our Capitol building and think of all the different people that are in our history books that debated all the world's most important issues in that dome, that center of power of the most powerful country in the world. And I look back, I get welled up. Not because of where I'm at, but because where I'm from. Because I'm from here. That in our country, a kid from a trailer park with farm worker parents can do and fight for kids in farm worker trailer parks with farm worker parents today. And that's important. The idea of America is the idea of democracy, that we are not told what we have to do by a leader who doesn't understand us, but we can participate and have a voice and a say in the decisions that affect our own lives. That in our country, our leaders are accountable to us, to the people. And that is beautiful when you look at all the other countries in the world. And it's imperfect because we know that certain voices may have certain influences more than others, i.e. the rich and powerful tend to have their voices up front and center oftentimes. But every once in a while, those of us who are not rich or powerful and did not have friends or families who are rich and powerful can send one of us to Congress and break up that monotony of the rich and powerful to make sure that our voices in our communities are heard. And that is the beauty of democracy. And America is an idea of inclusion, not exclusion. It is an idea that you can be who you are from wherever you're from. Start your life however your life started. And be welcomed and accepted and make the world that you want to make in our communities. And understand that that idea of inclusivity is not an idea of victimhood, but an idea of empowerment, where every single teacher, every faculty, every principal, everybody that has gone to empower you with an education have given you the ability to make the world that you want for yourself. And you have that seed in you, and that is why now you must plant it as our parents plant the seeds in our fields surrounding our high schools. It's important for me and meaningful because America is an idea. The other reason why it's important for me is because we're having it here in this auditorium where I sat as you thinking about my past, my present, and that future, and that dream and hope and aspirations. And this award I wanted to share with all of you because from the most inner parts of my depth in my heart, I know and I firmly believe that this award is as much yours as it is mine. That this award is to elevate you, not me. That this award is given because of the stories of your grandparents, of your parents who have sacrificed in the fields like mine with calloused hands and tired backs day after day with minimal rest to give us opportunities that they didn't have. Like many of the promotores that are still working in the fields today that are here with us. It is our collective hopes and dreams that have been interwoven into my story that have become my own. It is because you inspire me. It is because your real life in the work that you do, in the real struggles of everyday life that you may think nobody may understand, but I'm here to tell you not only do I understand, but I believe in you. I believe in your capacity. I believe in the amazing greatness that is in every single one of you. And that's why I wanted to have this award here with you in the community so that you can see yourselves as I see myself in you into this collective story. Because when I was a kid growing up, I didn't have a big house. I grew up in a trailer the first few years of my life. And it wasn't until my dad, who was a mechanic in the fields, was promoted to work at the packing house there in Thermal, Sunworld, that we were able to move from our home, from our trailer into the home where my mother still lives to this very day. That was before your time, Star. You weren't born yet. It was that time when she was born, because I remember, because, you know, when I moved into our home, that was like a big deal, right? Like I got my own room. Like before I used to have to share a kitchen table and the trailer as a bed with my brother. And, you know, I told you how much bigger he is than me, so guess who got most of the bed? But the other big surprise after realizing, being so elated that I got to move into a home was that we brought home a little sister from the hospital. So that was a very special day in our lives. But you see, it was from here and the sacrifices and the hopes and dreams of my parents who wanted us to get the education, the struggles that we saw, whether in the community or in our families, of addictions to alcohol or drugs, of violence, of abuse, of friends being killed by gang members, of real issues of poverty, of people who sacrifice pain and endure because they can't afford to see a doctor, or they're too afraid because they feel that if they're not citizens, they're going to get in trouble or if they go see a doctor. All of that seed of love for community, a love for us, planted in me a desire and dedication and devotion and discipline to get the education that I needed, to help start the free clinic, to help come back and start the Future Physician Leaders Program, to start a healthcare initiative to address healthcare access barriers, to be a senior associate dean of a medical school and get it started so we can have residents and more doctors here in our communities, and then to run for Congress. And in Congress, to help fight for veterans who have been exposed and are dying from their exposure from burn pits, to protect health insurance for 30 million Americans when they try to repeal the Affordable Care Act, to continue day in and day out to make our country safer for pandemics, and not just the rich and powerful, but all of us, especially us. So if you take home anything from today, I want you to take home this: that many people may say, one, you don't belong. Two, you are at risk. At risk because maybe English wasn't your first language. Maybe your parents weren't born here. Maybe you weren't born here. Maybe you were a dreamer, like me. Maybe, they say you can't afford an education, or you can't afford opportunity. Or maybe your life's too hard and you've struggled too much. And so they start categorizing you as those are your barriers. If there's anything that you've taken from my story, if there's anything that you can go home and reflect on, is that those challenges and hard experiences and circumstances, no matter how hard they are not barriers or your weaknesses. They have formulated your strengths. You see, because you have become tough. Because of the pain and sacrifice of your family and your community, your friends, you want to alleviate pain and suffering. Because of the injustices that have been done to you, you want to take all opportunity to meet those justices for everybody. And because of overcoming the hardest of challenges in your personal life, you understand success already. You know you can do it. You know you can achieve. So if this has shed a light on anything, it's that in our beautiful nation that is born of ideas that can give us this freedom and opportunity to create the world that we want to create. And that given our strength in our community, our parents' calloused hands and tired backs, and the struggles that we go through give us the strength to make it, then it is our responsibility to create the world, to create the community that we want to create. And when you dream, don't just dream little dreams. Dream big. Dream bigger than you can ever imagine. Because you are made beautiful. You are made strong. You are made intelligent. You are made savvy. And you are made to be more than enough and absolutely more than worthy to make the life that you want to in this beautiful nation. So thank you very much for being here. This award is yours. I dedicate it to all of you and to all our parents and all our grandparents and to the promotoras. Gracias por estar aquí conmigo otra vez en esta lucha de la vida.
This morning, we have witnessed the recognition of a leader whose commitment to public service has set a shining example for us all. We honor not just the individual, but the ideals of integrity, dedication, and tireless advocacy they represent. Congratulations to our distinguished congressman, and let us all remain inspired by the impact of leadership in the service of our communities. Thank you, Congressman Raul Ruiz, for coming back to share your accomplishments with our mighty Arabs and for allowing us to be part of this special event. We are proud of you. And remember that once an Arab, always an Arab.